Here is a combined summary of the 4 pages. This paper explores the concept of human intelligence and its relationship with artificial intelligence, AI, through the lens of Immanuel Kant's critique of pure reason. It assesses whether AI judgments possess the characteristics of human judgments, arguing that AI judgments exhibit a form that cannot be understood in terms of the characteristics of human judgments according to Kant, leading to uncertainty. Kant's table of categories is used to elucidate the structure of the a priori principle of human judgment, dividing judgments into subjects and predicates. Judgments can be either analytical or synthetical, depending on whether the predicate is contained in the conception of the subject or not. In contrast, AI judgments produce numerical outputs, making it challenging to determine whether they correspond to the forms of universal, particular, or singular. The paper applies Kant's forms of judgment to AI outputs, highlighting that AI outputs cannot be classified in quantity. The author distinguishes between affirmative, negative, and infinite forms of judgment, noting that AI utilizes a combination of the affirmative and infinite forms. The categorical, hypothetical, and disjunctive forms of judgment are also discussed, representing judgments on 2 concepts, the relation between 2 judgments and the relation between multiple judgments, respectively. The paper also addresses the modality form of judgment, which is easier to put into explainable form due to the softmax function. However, the limitations of vision-based explainable AI are discussed, using an experiment conducted by Seo and Lee, 2021, as an example, which highlights the need for technologies that provide insights into how AI judgments are made. Overall, the paper emphasizes the importance of understanding how AI makes judgments and how these judgments can be classified, highlighting the challenges in interpreting AI outputs. The authors explore the concept of self-consciousness in AI by employing a long-term recurrent convolutional network, LRCN, to predict the speed of a ball in a video. The LRCN model processes 2-dimensional spatial information and data obtained along the time axis, utilizing a combination of a convolutional neural network, CNN, and a long short-term memory, LSTM. Activation maps reveal that the AI focuses its attention on the balls and boxes in the scene, suggesting a form of self-location. The authors delve into the question of whether machines can understand the concept of self, as they seem to seek self-location. They discuss the structure of human cognition, referencing Kant's division of self-consciousness into transcendental and empirical aspects. They also review scientific investigations into bodily self-consciousness and the concept of self in individuals with autism. The authors further discuss the concept of self in animals, citing studies on place cells in the hippocampus of mice, which are activated with respect to the mouse's location. This suggests that animals process temporal and spatial information, implying the existence of the concepts of self and self-consciousness. The authors reflect on the differences between AI, humans, and animals, noting that AI can be created to have a cognitive structure similar to ours. They argue that AI researchers are not obligated to make AI explainable, but rather, they can focus on identifying parts of AI that align with human cognition and strive to make it similar to ours. In another section, the paper explores the concept of self-awareness in artificial intelligence, AI, and its limitations in understanding human judgment. The author argues that AI systems, despite their ability to process vast amounts of data, lack a fundamental understanding of concepts and definitions, which is essential for human-like judgment. The paper highlights the differences between human and AI judgment, citing examples from generative adversarial networks and reinforcement learning. The author notes that AI systems can address problems without necessarily possessing the concept of self, as they are designed to operate within predetermined parameters. The paper delves into the philosophy of language, referencing Kant's definition of a concept as a representation of a complete conception of a thing within its own limits. The author argues that even in natural language processing, the meaning of a word is determined by its utilization and context, making it challenging for AI systems to accurately understand concepts. The author also discusses the limitations of AI in understanding human judgment, citing the ambiguity of AI judgments and the uncertainty of whether AI genuinely comprehends the concepts it employs. The paper concludes that AI judgments cannot be fully trusted, as they lack the same categories of human judgment. The References section lists numerous studies and papers on AI, machine learning, and cognitive science, highlighting the complexity and breadth of research in this area. The papers cited range from explainable artificial intelligence to self-awareness in human and chimpanzee infants, underscoring the interdisciplinary nature of this research. In summary, this paper highlights the limitations of AI in understanding human judgment and the importance of considering the philosophical and cognitive aspects of self-awareness in AI systems. The author's argument is that AI systems, despite their capabilities, lack a fundamental understanding of concepts and definitions, which is essential for human-like judgment. This research paper investigates bodily self-consciousness and its application in artificial intelligence, drawing from cognitive science, neuroscience, and machine learning. It delves into self-referential cognition, empathy, and bodily ownership, referencing studies on these topics. The authors also explore reinforcement learning, neural networks, and loss functions, citing various works including Maziavkina et al., Sutton and Bartow, Schaefer and Zimmerman, Vaswani et al., Sharma et al., Wang et al., and Wang and Bovik. The paper concludes by proposing a novel framework that integrates insights from these fields, illustrated in Figure 1, and provides a summary of key concepts in Table 1.